Tamon's B-side is more than just a shoujo romance. So for anime onlys going into the series expecting to see a romance between a fan and her favorite idol, you might be disappointed. Episode 1 of Tamon's B-side premiered a few days ago and I finally got to watch it last night, and as a huge fan of the manga series, I absolutely loved episode 1. For me, Tamon's B-side can be best described as a slice of life comedy. Yes, there's a little bit of romantic tension there, but so far, what has been translated officially in English, there's no romance. I'm just gonna put the spoiler out there because I have a feeling that people are gonna be like, another slow burn? Well, there's more to Tamon's B-side than just the romance. Let's start with the title of the series, Tamon's B-side. B-side is actually a music term. It comes from records. Records have an A-side and then the B-side. So in the context of this story, you're seeing an idol who's showing one side of himself on stage, and then his B-side is what you see off of stage. So while Tamon on stage is the sexy and wild member, off stage he is gloomy and dealing with a lot of insecurities. And yes, all of the members of Face do indeed have their own B-sides, and it's much different than what you get to see from them in their idol personas. You could say they're a little bit two-faced, but aren't we all in a way? Even our girl Daige has her own B-side, which you will discover throughout the anime. If you take a closer look at the anime poster, you can actually see the other members' B-side, or at least a sneak peek of it. The anime is slated to have, I believe, 13 episodes, which is the average nowadays. Personally, as a manga fan, I can see them covering all the way up to most likely volume 8, because this is the last volume where you get to meet all of the members of Face. So look forward to meeting all of Face's members because there's a lot more to them than meets the eye. And I think that's my favorite thing about Tamon's B-side, because although the story is very funny, very silly, and it has all of these like wild fangirl antics, at the end of the day, the story has a lot of heart. And it's also very relatable because there's always a lot more than meets the eye with anyone that you encounter in life, whether that be an online creator, a classmate, a teacher, your parents. There's always much more to the people than meets the eye. Sometimes you will encounter people that present themselves to be confident and happy on the outside, and then behind closed doors, they're battling their inner demons. But hopefully, with that being said, I really hope that everyone falls in love with Tamon's B-side and all of the characters in the story.